Jim Krenn, No Restrictions, here at the Pittsburgh Current at our studio. And I'm so excited about today's show because we not only have a special guest, we have a special host. The reason I brought Sereny on is the show to work with is a few years ago she had the show called The Party Show.
TPS.
And I was asked to be a guest, which was cool. I love the show. Watched it, and I thought, okay, it's pretty cool. It's got, it's hip. It's kind of interesting and underground kind of vibe to it. But I was really blown away by her talent. I thought it was a very natural, talented host. It's hard to host and pull that off. And just the way she did it. And we did a skit. So I liked her writing. With the skit's very fun, which we will play the skit at some junction. But anyway, I thought from time to time, the show's Jim Krenn, No Restrictions. As you know, I have an ego the size of Mount Washington. So my ego gets fulfilled enough that I think we could change the show once in a while to Sereny's Takeover, No Restrictions.
I wanted to call it Fuck Jim.
Yeah, well.
No Restrictions, but.
She's really tough on my esteem. But she's trying to keep me grounded. But so Sereny is going to take over the show and host because I just think it is something she could do well. And I think you have to see that, and it's kind of fun. So here we go. Sereny, it's your show. I'm done. I'm your sidekick.
All right, can you leave now?
Man, you are a tough host.
I'm just
all right,
kidding.
it goes to Sereny.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you very much.
It's all you.
All right, Jim. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So
Sereny, you got a call. We have a call.
A call?
We got to take it,
Is
yeah.
it that
Wow, you're getting calls already. You're hosting.
That
You get the
fucking
calls.
pest, Myra?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
someone
my
likes
agent.
you. All right, you're on, caller.
For Christ's sake.
Hey, listen, I didn't come up to talk to no Sereny or Sally or whatever the hell her name is. This is the Jim Krenn show, honey. You got that? We're not going to have any takeover from you. You understand? You don't know what site. You don't know what site your bread is buttered on. Put
Myra,
me back in charge of the show. Or I'm going to come down there and I'll put my foot in somebody's head.
All right, Myra. That's we've heard enough. Jim, tell him what's happening today.
Sereny's she's guest host. She's the host. She's a partner on the show, but I want to showcase her talent, so she's the host, Myra.
Oh.
I'm wearing a suit.
The guest host, well, listen, take your balls out of her purse, slap them down, and tell a fucking joke, would you? Huh?
Oh my God,
Man,
Myra, don't
Myra,
speak
you're
on-
my agent, not my
big
husband.
news
Jesus,
Myra, I'm wearing tweed.
it's good.
You settle down, please.
Myra, you could represent her.
Yeah. Represent her, Jimmy. I don't know how to represent. What do I know how to represent a woman? I go out for you.
Really?
I got a big tour here. Jimmy, I got a big tour schedule for you. 9 states, 2 days, shows like you can't believe. What, am I going to take her on the road? Can't do it. She's never played in these cities, Jimmy. Never.
Why?
I can't understand anything.
I don't know.
Well, here, let me run down the cities. First, we're going to start out 9 a.m. Intercourse, Pennsylvania, the Elks Club.
Intercourse, yes.
Pennsylvania.
Myra, are you
We're
underground?
going to start out there at the Elks Club at 9 a.m. And that's for $11. And
$11.
We're going to go south. We're
Yes.
going to head down to Big Bone. You ever hear that one, Jimmy?
Yes.
We're going to play the Shriners Club in Bone. What is she going to do? What is she going to do in Big Bone Lake, Jimmy? What am I? You just need to do then.
Wow,
A
what a
little
great
farther
talent
south.
agent.
We're going to go way south, and we're going to go to Climax, Georgia.
Myra,
And that
Intercourse,
is,
Climax.
4 p.m.
I think he's in a subway.
I think he's in a subway.
he's
Myra, you're
underground
in
or in a
subway.
windstorm.
Myra, don't worry.
I think he's on that payphone again.
Everything,
for
everything,
Christ's sake.
he's on a burner phone. Everything's good. Everything's good with you, Myra. Myra, don't worry.
Myra, I got a really busy day today, so kindly, respectfully, fuck off. We'll call you. We'll call you back.
How about that?
Wait, you don't want to go to Blowing Rock, North Carolina? I got a big deal in Blowing Rock, North Carolina. You got to blow this deal for me.
You're always working, Myra. Thank you.
Thanks, Myra.
$17.
God bless you.
Oh my God, Jimmy.
Myra.
Jake's getting a raise
Jake,
after
you'll
hanging
have
up
to call
on
him
Myra.
back. Yeah, so I guess he's not a big fan of yours. Sereny.
I'm not a fan of his.
I know you two
so-
just don't hit it off at
Yeah.
all.
Well,
Huh.
I got to look out for you, Jim. I think that he's really doing you a
Think
disservice.
he's taking advantage of me. Yeah,
Yep,
really?
$11. He had you playing at an online
It is.
casino last week.
Yeah, it's an Intercourse PA.
You don't even play bass, and he's got you doing musical gigs. I want to talk about a lot, so I'm going to try to make this quick. The first thing I want to talk about is we did some questions online. Some viewers and some fans have some questions for you.
All right.
We had a really, really good one from TJ.
All right.
He wants to ask you, Jim, is Pittsburgh better than the old Pittsburgh? What he means is the growth and change making this a better place to live, or is America dreaming, is the American dream taking away everything that made Pittsburgh truly great city? I think he had a little bit of a typo that I didn't.
But that's a good question. The way you phrased it, is it TJ?
TJ, yeah.
TJ, the way you phrased that was great, and I got to tell you, when I was a kid, I remember I grew up in the Strip District, all mom and pop places, family owned, run, and all of a sudden there was a couple corporate things coming in, like whatever, restaurants and clubs that were franchisee, and I was against it. I hated that.
Yeah, a lot of old timers.
But it was a mistake. Looking back, a few years later, I realized it was a mistake, because what happened was, if you didn't have that change, what doesn't grow dies. So with that change, they were able to do it with a conscience, and so as long as there's a conscience there, you could have great growth in a city. So in other words, they look at the Strip and how they married it with, you still have, Sinceres and places like that. Permanis is still all, Rollins. I mean, I grew up with these places. Mm-hmm. But you also have, the chain stuff too. Then you have the green, leaf and bean, whatever, and then you'll have a chain thing. So it's the idea of Pittsburgh is a better city than it was. I think the reason is we were lucky either to part the leadership and part the fiber of the city, why I chose to live here. It's a neighborhood city. It grew up like a neighborhood city. It's a pride city. And I think part of that is a reflection of how the city is able to grow with the merging of modernization and tradition. There's still respect for the tradition, and the modernization is growing together. And that's what makes Pittsburgh so unique, actually. That's what makes us a different city than anywhere. And that's what gives us our pride. So, yeah, I do think it's a better city than it was. We're fortunate of that growth. That's why it's attracting people back to the city, and aesthetically it's becoming a beautiful city as far as the skyline and everything as we know. So yeah, that's a great question, TJ, but yeah, I definitely think the city's better.
Jim, that was beautiful. I teared up a little bit.
Thank you, guys.
Really
well,
that was really nice.
Thank you.
I'm inclined for once to agree with you.
I got to take a nap after that. I use too much energy.
I love this city.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you there. Thanks, TJ, for your question. The next question is from Scott. He wants to know, what brand of shoe polish do you use on your beard? Is it FOP, or are you a Dapper Dan man?
Scott, I am going with the Just for Men. And
from Rite Aid?
Well, I do Rite Aid. Yeah, I do Rite Aid, Giant Eagle. Just sometimes going on. It's Just for Men, and yeah, it's interesting. The dye in the beard thing. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's either that or
you told me to surprise you with the question.
I love that question, but no, it's cool. It's Just for Men. It's gray. It lasts about maybe 20
3 episodes.
20 days. Yeah, it does. 21 days. And then I got to redo it again. So, yeah, it's a good question, brother.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really good. Another thing that I absolutely have to bring up is that Jim has been trying to avoid that he lost a really, really big poll that we did recently at P-Town. We actually did a formal poll on all platforms about his stupid fucking question. Do you want to phrase it up? Give it to him one more time?
I know she's host, but I just got to tell you, people. It's so hard. I got to pretend like I like her every week. I hate this one. No.
Go ahead.
I still can't believe.
Oh, you can believe it. I brought receipts.
She
Tell
is
him
very
what
upset.
it is.
42 little people versus a Bengal tiger who would win. Now, the little people have no weapon. The tiger's hungry. 42 little people. I said 42 little people would kill the tiger.
And Identity X agreed with you.
Identity X agreed with me. Thank you very much.
But
that's
that
like
means
having
nothing.
That's a big backing there. And Sereny sat there in pain, being wrong. And did I rub it in? No.
100%.
Well, I did a little bit, but still, I didn't rub it in a lot. And so what she does is she goes online with a poll, and you're saying that the majority.
It was
are thinking that the Bengal
landslide,
tiger?
a landslide that the Bengal tiger would win. They were like, Jim is Jim depressed? What's wrong? How much did he pay Dave and Darren to say that?
Dave and Darren, no. We thought it through. Think it through. I want another poll.
No, it's done. I have the proof right here.
I want it.
It's a landslide,
I want it reworded
because you lost so miserably, and because you rubbed it into my face in public at P-Town. The next time we go to P-Town, which I think is what, Jake, the 17th, the 18th.
Okay. All right,
sometime in the near future,
in October,
you're gonna have to wear a Cincinnati Bengals T-shirt.
Oh my God!
And I think there's a game that night.
That's gonna hurt. Being with an Andy Dalton T-shirt, I can't even. I get nauseous.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my God.
I had to Google what that meant, so that means a lot.
Yeah, it does. Oh man, I still would like another poll.
I mean, we'll do it again. Post it up. Let's get it. We've got our new social media intern, Kira's here. We can do another poll. But Jim, I'm telling you.
Kira. 42 little people, no weapon, fighting a Bengal tiger. Who wins?
What do you think?
42. Be honest. Don't look at her. Go ahead.
A Bengal. And they're huge, and they're monsters.
Thank you, Kara.
It's Kira. Thank you, dear.
Thank you, Kara.
Moving on from Jim being wrong again, I want to go into some real talk. Reality TV talk.
Okay.
Jim and I have been watching this fantastic show. It's on WeTV. It is called Love After Lockup. Jim has been binging. Are you a fan? Have you been watching too?
You know, Kira?
You've seen it?
It's so good.
It is.
It's the best.
We are huge
She's killing me with this show.
fans of reality TV. This is one for the books, guys. This is something like I've never seen before.
It's an all-star show.
Yeah. So the premise is that there is a dating site that you can get on, and you can go and it's called meetaninmate.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can go and meet an inmate.
Yes.
And you can date them, pen pals, write them,
Sure.
be friends, any kind of connection you want to have. Jim, you've been watching along with me.
I'm
what do you
all in.
think about this season and these
It is
these
it's
inmates?
the most amazing show. The whole psychology of the fact that they would want to date these guys is killing me. It's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
And
women too. It's not just
it's
guys.
men and women, yeah. Both sides.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just hysterical to watch. I don't know why I'm so fascinated by it. I just am. It's just funny. I don't know what. It just makes me laugh because they're such characters. No offense, they're fine and they're not hurting anybody.
Oh, they're not fine. They're psychos.
They
the
really
one
are.
woman actually came out and said, I think it's such a huge turn on that Tony robbed that bank.
Yes.
And hurt all those people. And she's like dry humping him in the parking lot
Got
when he
her
gets out. Like she's turned on by it.
Yes. Yeah. And one is dating two inmates.
She's got two on the hook.
She's cheating on one inmate.
Yeah, she's engaged.
So-
engaged to one.
Engaged. How about that? He's going to break the other one's heart.
Yep. She goes and picks
It's not
up
gonna be easy.
homeboy from prison, and then the other one's about to get out, and he's being paroled to her apartment.
I like the
What
one.
is she gonna do? I mean, we don't know yet.
There's one episode where this lady, I can't remember Angela. I think
Angela and Tony. Angela and Tony.
Is that Angela?
Yeah.
She's like a tough talking lady.
Yeah, she's
And
smoking.
she's just chain smoking, lived in.
She's driving with Tony to the halfway house, and
Who hates her?
Well, he wants. It was working while he was in prison. He didn't have to be with her.
She's what, 20 years his senior?
Yeah, but she doesn't look the look. You know what I mean?
No,
no problem there. But the look isn't the look.
Yeah.
So she's got
Yeah, she looks like, Seal from Alone to Laundromat in Squirrel Hill or something.
and she's just talking to him. I guess maybe
like-
did he not know what she
Look
was
like?
like or look
No,
like?
she visited him in prison all the time.
But I guess you're in prison. You don't have a lot of visitors. You're just going to amuse.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't, right? Because it seems common.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you? You have fun, and then you tell everybody back at the cell.
Hey, my girl's here.
She's hot. What'd she look like? Oh, did you see Victoria's Secret? But
Yeah,
then
not at all.
they didn't, right? So they don't see her. And then he gets out, and then he's like,
oh my God, she wants to fuck
She looks
me.
90, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's not. I don't know.
Well, she's
Doesn't work.
like, I can't wait to have sex with him. I've been waiting all this time to
She's
have
not
sex
eye
with him.
candy.
Tony, what do you want to do? You've got 10 minutes before you got to get to your house, halfway house. Do you want a steak or do you want a blowjob? And
I'd
he's
rather
like,
dive
give me
out
a
of the car.
steak.
I'd rather dive out of the car. Yeah, really, he's in the
And
car.
you could tell how uncomfortable he is. She's like, give me a kiss goodbye. He's like,
If you order a steak over that,
she's
over
like, can I
BJ.
blow you while you eat the steak? He's like, nah,
Yeah, if you're going steak, turning that down, it's over.
it's bad.
It's
Yeah.
over.
And I feel really bad because Angela has waited like 10 years for Tony to get
She's
out.
crazy.
I know.
I feel bad for them too for some reason. because they're crazy. But she waited for 10 years. Like this was work. What point of 10 years was it working? Like in year 5 when he's not, there's nobody there.
Listen, Jim, you haven't watched season 1. They were on season 1. Tony was set to be released in season 1. And then he did something and got caught with contraband and got sent back. So Angela has been waiting for him since we've known season 1.
Well, here's my prediction. He's going to fuck up again, be back in jail in about 2 months, and they're going to be back on
I'm going to say she's going to be back in jail next episode.
Angela?
No, Tony.
Oh, Tony will. Yeah,
Tony.
no. Tony will be.
Next episode.
And I think the relationship's
Fridays
back.
at 8 o'clock on WeTV.
That's when they get back.
Yeah.
Because he'll be back in jail.
Yep, and that's how it works. Because it never works out.
No, it's
never.
safe. It's good. You know, they can't have interest. No, like, that's it. That's good stuff for them.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for her. I'm rooting for Tony to rob a bank or do something so he can go to jail so poor Angela could have her relationship back before Christmas.
She's so lonely.
It's so sad.
It is so sad, but it's such.
Why can't you just was there any way, Jake, do you know can we reach these people? I would just want to call Angela. I would just want to say there are other prisoners in the sea. That's all I'm saying.
There's an actual number that we can count.
Yes.
Inmate number 999-461. So, Jim, I'm concerned about your dating profile that I've been running for you. Tinder is not going well for you.
Yeah, a couple LPs broke up with me.
Yeah, we had
a couple families.
Yep.
Which I couldn't do the family thing. There was a couple couples.
Yep. Tammy showed up at the live show, and I mean, did you go out with her? Did it work out with Tammy?
No, we really didn't hit it
off.
off. I guess. I mean, she's very nice.
She was a little scary.
Person, a little scary, but but nice.
So,
very nice. If she was in prison, it would work out. But she wasn't.
I have an epiphany with Tammy gave me the idea that
Okay.
you can actually meet an inmate, just like all these people meet on Love After Lockup, which airs Friday at 8 p.m. on WeTV.
So this could be my future.
Well, Jim, it is your future.
To meet
the first woman we have for you.
All right, let's hear it.
Her name is Christina Stolt. She's locked up in Scranton.
Not bad, not far.
No, not far. Yeah, totally drivable, totally attainable.
Okay, good.
She is 83 years old.
Perfect for me.
She's set to be released in 2025. So
okay, she's only 2 years older than I. Go ahead.
So she's definitely going to make it. She likes long walks on the beach. She likes camping whenever she can.
Long walks? She's 83. She's in a rascal scooter.
Okay, so long scoots. She likes long scoots.
Long walks on the beach. Was that 20 yards for her? God bless her.
She loves thrifting. She's an elegant lady. She's trying to learn some languages. I think she's Catholic.
Okay.
She loves movies, just like you. I mean, this is your girl. But
I could see our lives would be just wonderful watching Wheel of Fortune together and going to bed. And I mean sleep when I say bed.
She likes to read, write, listen to music, and dance in prison. And when she was on the outside, she was an office manager for a landscaping company.
Oh.
So that's totally your lane.
Go get her.
So we're going to write her a letter, but here are the stipulations. Now, the letter can't have any stains. Has to be in black ink, no stamps, no stickers, and you can't put any pictures or anything in there.
It's kind of my rule, too, so we kind of get along right there.
Right.
That letter rule.
So you got a pen pal, a lover, and a date now.
Thank you so much. I know I worry about the whole lover part because if I break her hip, she gets pneumonia and dies.
Well,
not good. One time you have sex, and how was it? It was great. Good thing it's great. Bad news. She has pneumonia. She's going to maybe die.
I also think that part of her sentence is that she does get conjugal visits.
She does.
Yeah. It doesn't say what she did here. I really like to know.
Whatever it is, she didn't mean it.
100%.
And I know she's sorry.
This is a life sentence for her, so I really...
Life sentence. Wow. We're talking... Yeah. Somebody was in the basement in little pieces.
I'm going to guess it was the last person she went on a date with.
Well, somebody said no.
You could be the next one.
Somebody said no to the long walk on the beach, and boom.
You do love being a victim, so I think this is perfect for you.
I do, don't I? Yeah. I think she works. All right. That's one. That's number one.
Yeah.
I'm good with her.
Yeah. Tina?
Tina's good so far.
I have another one. She's a little bit younger, and she's in West Virginia.
Okay.
Her name's Jody with an I.
Okay. I like it.
She is interested in hiking. Well, these women are so active.
They love to hike.
They love hiking. They love beaches.
Because after you kill someone, you should run away and hike.
Well, you should be. Yes, you should be in the forest.
if you're going to steal money or kill someone, what do you do?
You got to be hiking. You got to be really good at hiking.
You got to know how to move. You got to be stealth.
She if you think you would like me as a lifelong friend,
yes.
then let's get together. She is. Oh my God, this woman's 21 years old.
Okay.
And she's going to be also
We'll
into
be friends.
2025. She's interested in both sexes.
Okay. She gets out when?
2025.
Oh,
Same with
perfect.
Tina.
Perfect.
Yep,
She'll
be nice
it'll
and
be
ready.
perfect age. She'll be mature, more mature, and we can have fun in West Virginia. Great so far.
Her favorite activities in prison are to exercise, read, fire camp. I don't know what that means.
I haven't been to
What's
prison,
fire
so I don't know what
camping?
that is. Jake, been to prison? Know what fire camp is? Kira, anytime?
Call Myra back. We know
All right.
he's been. I think he called us from prison.
Anybody knows any time? Anybody out there tell us what fire camp is? I don't think I want to know. I don't think I want to know what fire camp is.
Fire.
It sounds like sounds like a rash involved. But I don't want to know.
Before, while she was on the outside,
Wait, what'd
was
she
an
do?
Oh, I don't know. That
They don't
doesn't
tell
say.
Give you,
That's
Guess.
why we're gonna write. We're gonna write
too much
them.
fire camping.
5
Too much
years.
fire camping on the outside.
5 years accidental stabbing.
She was an estimator when she worked here. What do you think that means?
Oh,
I think
wow.
that's like mafia stuff, right?
It could be something to do with their crime. Their estimations are off a bit of estimating. Yeah.
There are a lot, and you know what's
I'm
really
so into this girl. Yeah, this could
you
be the
got to
next
see.
one.
I'll show you their pictures. I don't want to show you their pictures. I think it might be a little rude to put their
True.
pictures
Well,
up without their.
I like to keep things personal. You
Of
know that. I
course,
don't really
yeah,
put my
but I'll
life
show
out
you.
there.
These are just the ones that I picked for you.
I think I'm.
There is a myriad of women and
this is-
men.
I think you picked two of the best you could
Of course.
possibly pick. You know me.
I have your best interest.
And I think I'm going to go with Jody. You know,
Jody with an I.
yeah.
From
I
West
think,
Virginia?
I think so because
It says
we can,
fire campers are like inmate firefighters.
She's a firefighter. She's a hero.
heart of gold. Huh?
That's our
Convict
girl.
with a heart of gold. I picked the right one.
You did. Jody,
Jody,
with an I.
when you get out, we're going.
Fighting fires together.
We're going to go
5'10".
hike. We're
She's
going
tall.
You're tall. We're going to go hike.
They're gonna go hiking. You're not coming back.
We're going to go hike. They're the last you're going to see. They're going to be on the news in West Virginia.
And then I get the show,
Yeah,
right?
he was hiking. I don't know. It was some girl, Jody. That was it. We ain't seen him in 10 days. I don't know.
So now that you're going to be dating
Yeah.
all these women in
prisoner women, yeah.
in 9 years,
Yes.
I need to know some of your pet peeves. Tell
I
me
got a lot
about
of
like the
pet
thing.
peeves.
I know you
I got
have
a
a
lot of
lot, but we gotta. I don't know how we're doing on time, but I have a lot. I hate everything, and I have so many pet peeves. But I'm interested to know, since you're trying to get back on the dating scene, what are things that you really don't like about people or women?
Well, you know, it's weird. I kind of consciously accept everything of it, you know, because I'm the king of imperfection. So I kind of accept every imperfection with people usually, as far as, you know, the way they are. But a pet peeve would be a situation for me more than somebody personally. For instance, if I'm at Giant Eagle,
Yeah.
and I am in the 12 items or less line,
Oh.
and I have 12 items, and I have somebody who's in front of me, and they have 18 and 20 items.
Jim loves justice.
That just pisses me off. Yeah, it just does.
Jim loves justice.
I'm a rule person.
Yeah, he likes to
I
be
like
fair.
to keep things in order. I don't like that. That bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when I'm driving, and I'm a wonderful driver. Do not comment. I'm a great driver, Sereny.
Such a bad driver. It's so bad.
So when I'm driving and I go off, when someone, you hate this. So I'm driving.
Like a lunatic.
Come off of someone's coming off the ramp. They don't look.
Oh yeah.
They just take like it's their road.
Uh-huh.
Well,
It doesn't.
In all
Makes me mad.
fairness, Pittsburgh does have
you,
a lot
Kara.
of like our on ramps are very and off ramps. Sometimes there's stop signs, sometimes there isn't.
It's not your lane.
Of
you
course
just can't
it's
jump
not.
in front of me, right?
Maybe they want to die.
You could just stop and look. You could wave at me or something.
Driving in Pittsburgh is just a pet peeve in general.
Acknowledge
Oh,
me.
that's
It
that's
is.
true. That's Jake's pet peeve is driving in Pittsburgh. That's why
Actually,
I
one of my
don't-
pet peeves is
Yeah.
when you get gas, so like Gecko or Sheets.
Okay.
All right, so you get the gas, and then do you leave your car there and go in and get food?
Oh,
that bother you?
Yeah,
because
you're taking
all
up
the
a pump.
time, every time I get gas, everybody in the world gets gas at the same time, and then I
Yeah.
get there and there's nowhere to get gas, and nobody's at their cars because they're all inside. It's like
It's a tough one
there's
on me.
parking spots around the building.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
make sure I move and go into a parking spot so somebody can get gas,
that's
That is-
fair.
That is very.
and then I have to sit there and wait for them to come back.
That
in
is
line.
very conscientious, and
Yeah.
that is really nice of you.
Mhm.
And you, as far as gasoline, you're a big-hearted person.
Yeah, big
But,
gas
Gas
energy.
guy. Yeah. As far as gas people,
Jake's
you're,
the man.
You're a saint, Jake. And but you know, I got to tell you, personally, I know you're gonna hate me for this,
He does it.
but when I pull in to get gas,
He's getting a chicken
kind of my
sandwich.
space
Yeah.
for a while. I own it. If I want to like wipe off the window, I'll do it. If I want to
Takes
get
the
out, stretch, I'll do it. I
body
want to go eat. I want to go get a food. I'll do it. I'll get my food. I'll eat my dinner.
Oh, in the car?
No, I'll
You're gonna
in
get
the-
shot.
I'll get my sandwich outside, and then I'll come back out and I'll look at the car again. And then, in other words, it's my space for the
Better-
moment.
That's fair.
I
I
too.
own
better
it.
hope you're not in front of me when I pull up.
And then poor if I see
Jake will
Jake,
hit you in the head with a claw
if I see
hammer.
Jake, I'm out of there.
Jake, better
Although
run.
you know
I'm
what,
pushing
Jake,
you out of the way with my Jeep.
Jake, I'll tell you what. Next time, I'm not kidding. I'll think it through.
Uh-huh.
Think it through.
I
buddy.
never. Maybe I'm just being
Like,
selfish.
I'll admit sometimes I do it, but if it's like 2 a.m. when there's nobody at the gas station,
Right.
then I'll do it. But like,
Thank you very much. You do what I do, right?
That's fair.
yeah. If,
No,
but
2
if,
a.m..
if
Right.
every pump's full, I'm not
Okay.
going to take up a spot for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, so then other people have to
I'll
wait.
tell you what. Do me a favor. Sit
What?
down, think it through, write the times down,
All right.
that I can do it,
All right.
and
a
I'll
lot of
try to
work.
follow those rules of your time frame. Where
Well, we're getting resolutions. I love this. We're
right.
resolving conflict.
we're trying to get improved.
Now, I have
ourselves.
to tell you my biggest pet peeve.
All right, go ahead.
It's called cellular terrorism.
What is that?
So I've told you about this before. This is a real
Trying to
thing
remember
that
cellular
people
terrorism.
do. The most offensive one, the most egregious one to me is when people have their talk on speakerphone in public.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's cellular terrorism.
Gotcha.
You are forcing us into a conversation that we don't want to be a part of. We don't know anything about.
point. I don't like
what
it,
the
yeah.
fuck is? What kind of psycho has a very personal conversation
The loud.
in line at the grocery store and loudly on speaker? You know, it's already rude
That
to
is
do
your
it while
thing.
you're in public, but now you're making all of us part of your shitty conversation.
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
You're very.
Who hurt you? Shoot us an email.
Who hurt you? Do you think it's like a deep therapeutic thing, or
It
instead of
really
therapist
is.
going,
I mean,
you know,
something's got to
my
be
mother
on there.
screamed on the phone.
And it's never like doctors like I'll be right in to perform
never anything
surgery. No,
important,
it's never anything. It's like, okay, I'll pick up your Mountain Dew, Tammy. I'll get
Which
you
is
that.
important, but
Yeah,
still.
fuck you.
Exactly.
You're a piece of garbage. And now you know who you are.
And it's not Jody in prison either.
No, she's a sweetheart. She
That's
would
right.
never do
She would
that.
never do that. It's my girlfriend.
The other one that's just as offensive and just as egregious
Yes.
is also a part of cellular terrorism, which I'm turning this into a thing. This is going to become a thing. Cellular
I'm
terrorism.
feeling your anger. I'm with you.
I live in the north side, okay, so there's a lot of people out and about all the time.
Right.
And I live on a very busy street,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, I use public transportation. I walk, I ride my bike. People all the time, just out loud, on their shitty cell phone speakers, are playing music.
Oh, that's the
Oh, yeah.
worst.
I'm with you on this one.
My God.
I don't want to hear the music on the cell phone.
It's
I get
never
it.
good music.
No,
it's
well,
always
it's
like,
not. You didn't choose it. Yeah. So it's not going to be good.
no, and it's so loud, and it's on their shitty speakers.
That
Yeah.
happens here. Like if I have the door open, there'll be 20 people walking by with
With music. I'm with you.
blasting.
I
Like,
see
what
it
do
all
you-
the time.
It sounds horrible.
If you,
It's so offensive.
If you have
It makes me cry.
it makes me cry right
It
now. I'm
makes
going to cry.
I'm getting hot
Really gonna
thinking
cry.
about it, and it
I didn't think
happened-
you'd make me cry today, but here I go.
Yeah. See, I live in the north side, like I said, and
Mm-hmm.
like people are always blasting music out of their cars. That doesn't bother me
happens.
at all. I can handle
Bothers
that.
me a
You're in
little
your
bit.
car. It's loud. Sometimes I just hear it for a second. But
Kinda
when you're
bothers me.
walking on the same sidewalk as me, and I have to listen to your shitty Toby Keith song for
And-
6 blocks,
You're using a burner phone.
and you're using the crappy speakers like
you're gonna
from
do a-
Cricket,
Track phone.
Track Phone. Yeah.
iPhone X, go for it.
No, don't
Well, anything
listen to
less
him.
than that, you
Don't
shouldn't. And
play
it's a
it.
little
Listen,
rude.
I
But if you're
have
going to have good speakers,
I mean,
maybe I accept you a
No,
little.
no. Don't listen to this man. You are a cellular terrorist. Do not
Oh,
play
I wouldn't
music
do that.
ever
I
out loud.
I'm too, I know. I would never do that.
Listen, so I know you love charity, so I actually have a solution
Okay.
for these problems. It's a charity called Earbuds for Assholes,
I
where
can see that catching
every
on.
time you get a new phone or a new upgrade, whatever, and you get new
Oh,
earbuds every time.
So we raise money to get them earbuds.
No, you donate your old earbuds to public places,
Even better.
parks, grocery stores, restaurants. That way, when some
Mm-hmm.
asshole comes in and is playing their garbage music,
Right.
you could just strangle them with earbuds.
They get the earbuds. They can listen to themselves.
I
We
was
don't have to
thinking
hear
we
it.
could just strangle them to death, but yeah, you could do that
Earbuds
for assholes.
for assholes. I could see the walk. We could do the walk
We
on
could do
north
a walk,
side in
yep.
the neighborhood. Earbuds for asshole 5K.
Yeah,
We'll do it the first year annual.
yeah.
I'm in. Run and walk. Earbuds for assholes.
You love it?
I'm all in. I think we should raise a lot of money for it. I think we'd have a $400 plate gala
Yes.
to really bring some heat and bring some money, kick out the foundation, and then we go from there. and we just build it from on that. I mean, we need a logo. We need the whole deal. You, of course, are the face of it.
Of course.
And
We need a whole marketing team.
and then we have money. We will make a lot of money for this. Yes, I am
and
so in.
raise money for the community so that no one has to suffer from cellular terrorism ever again.
Yeah, I mean, I do hate when
It's so
the music's
fucked up.
annoying, but the talking is weird.
It's psychotic to me.
The talking
I
is
mean,
worse.
it's psychotic to think that like people want to be a part of your useless garbage
Well, it's
conversation.
selfish. It's real
It's selfish.
You know.
It's terrorism.
It's-
It's a form of terrorism.
Yeah, it's not good.
And I say this on the worst day to use that word in the world.
Pretty
But
much.
so what do you think your solution to your pet peeves are? You hate the grocery lines when people are unfair in grocery lines, and you hate traffic. So Jake has a solution.
Jake is
I have a charity idea, which is obviously the
I know.
best.
I just have to accept it. There's nothing you can do. I just have to accept it. I think that's the solution. Learning how to accept it, because you're not going to change this idiot from bringing 18,
Cognitive
things or
behavioral
whatever. And the other thing, I hate when people bite their nails in front of me.
Oh yeah, it's gross.
Like bite their nails and then shake your hand. You're like, There's little nail things around them. Like, you're gonna
Oh,
bite your
yeah.
toenails while you're at it. Go for
That's
it.
disgusting.
You might as well go. It kind of bothers me a bit. So there you go.
Yeah.
See, my pet peeves, the reason I don't think there's a solution, mine's more like a behavior kind of. They're gonna have another idiot who's gonna bite their nails. You can't stop it. So
hate chewing.
I just gotta kind of maybe just walk away from people that bite their nails or something.
Not strangle them with earbuds.
Just walk away from. Why'd you walk away? You're biting your nails. I don't know. Yeah, that's annoying, right?
Yeah.
I hate people that scream in a movie theater,
Oh
talk in a movie theater.
yes.
Movies made in Pittsburgh, especially. If I go to a movie, right, Jake, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. You go to a movie in Pittsburgh, I got to sit there, and I listen to some guy 2 feet away in a chair going, oh my God, it's their house in Washington. My cousin Joe's, that's his house. They lived there for 6 weeks. They gave me $100 every day. No, I'm kidding. Oh, you can't make a left
Or
to
they-
Armstrong Tunnel and up on a fucking boulevard alley. No way.
Or when they pull out their phones
Oh.
in the movie theater.
Absolutely.
Oh, and it
I
lights
hate
up
the
their big
sound
dumb
of
face.
the bags or like candy wrapper. That drives me crazy.
Yep.
That's
I-
maybe more of a therapy
Especially
thing,
when
Jake.
it's like behind me.
Yeah, definitely.
That's not a peeve. That's a whole. No, I'm
No,
kidding.
yeah.
Oh wait, so you don't like what the crumbling sound?
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to watch the movie.
And you
I
hear
try
the
not
bag.
to do it. Like, I get, but some people are just really obnoxious.
What
with
is it about the bags?
And
I
it's the
noticed something with
chewing
those.
that gets me.
As soon as they're like they're the loudest things in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why they
Like-
design them like that.
And then you crunch, and it's like I don't know.
That's why I always
It's
just
an
go
odd-
with like the popcorn.
That's
It's
more of an
nice
odd
and quiet.
phenomenon.
Yeah,
I think
or
that's
an
the whole-
icy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
My,
I gotta tell you, I love milk duds.
that's disgusting.
Quiet,
Never had
that-
a milk dud.
delicious.
Oh, they're chewy, right? Not crunchy. Okay, that's
Thank you very
safe.
much. And chocolate, it's
Yeah,
good.
that's safe.
And
But you
mix.
get chocolate all over your fingers.
No,
and wipe it on
no,
the
you
seat.
gotta know how to do it. Professional.
Just-
Gotta know how to handle your milk dud.
Oh my god.
I make it last throughout the
We
throughout
got
the
a
whole movie.
chocolate pro in the house.
I am a chocolate pro. That's right. chocolate
Yeah.
king. I'll be.
I will tell you, my biggest pet peeve in the world is not even cellular terrorism. It's if I can hear you chewing.
Oh, that
Like-
bothers me a bit too.
Oh my
But I don't
god.
think that's what I was taught that or something. My mom yelling at me for that. I guess that's why I made.
If
I
you
handed
chew
it
with
down.
your mouth open
It's
or
rude.
talk with food in your mouth or like breathe really heavy, it's so
It's rude.
disgusting and it's rude. But I take it to another level where if like I'm in a like just sitting and having a meal
Right.
with someone and I
Right.
can hear you chewing, I will be like, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll come back when you're done.
But no, well, I was going to ask you, like, I mean, if it's someone I knew,
Yeah.
I would say, could you not chew with your mouth?
Ugh.
Could you chew a little quieter, Jake? I mean, if it's someone, don't you ever tell them?
No,
Why?
I just stare them down and
Just
hate
confront
them.
them. What are they going to do?
No, I
'Cause,
can't.
We know how to ruin Sereny's day though.
Oh,
yeah.
I
Just
will-
walk in,
Start
screaming
chewing.
on
You
the phone,
think-
Start
You
chewing.
think-
chewing.
If you think for the next 2 weeks there's a meal that I'm not chewing my mouth open, you're kidding.
I-
There's going to be slobber going on. I'm going to everything I can do to annoy her.
So I have a solution for this too. I'll just take your food away and dump it on the floor.
Yeah, see,
Not-
dude, everyone, not just me.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
everyone.
I think you just
Be
tell
like
them.
you're a pig.
I mentioned this, I believe, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before on the show, but this is probably my number one all-time thing that bothers me in this life, in this world, is when I go to someone's home and I got to take my shoes
Oh
off.
my gosh.
I hate taking you got to take the shoes off.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Okay, you want to know why?
Please, Jake.
I'm a
Oh,
strong believer in
Jake's
taking
one
your
of
Oh,
shoes
those.
off.
I'm sorry. One of those. Apologies.
Shoes?
Anyone out there does it?
Sorry, Your
My
Highness.
apologies. Remember now, this is a peeve. I'm sorry. Good.
Your shoes are the dirtiest thing. They carry millions
I
of
did kill a centipede with my
bacteria.
shoe today.
Yeah, she freaking stepped on a centipede
Today.
with her
It's your
shoe.
fucking carpet.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a carpet.
listen.
I'm wiping my feet.
Well, yeah, it still goes
You're not
into the
eating off of
carpet.
it.
Carpets are terrible for bacteria because they just breed and they stay. A vacuum doesn't clean up probably 50% of the bacteria that's inside of the carpet. Carpet
I got to
is
tell you right
disgusting.
now.
Well, I have all hardwood floors. So.
Well, yeah,
I gotta
if
tell
you
you
have
right now.
hardwood floors and you're taking your shoes off, then you can have your shoes on because you just sweep it up.
If you're
or
talking about
Swiffer it.
bacteria, I'm going to tell you right now. My buddy Kenny Oldensky comes over your house. He takes his shoes off. His feet are worse than his shoes.
Yeah.
His feet have
Well, there's no
bacteria that
stopping
can
that.
kill people.
You have to get
You
like
would
those.
have people in your house die
I
3
hear
days
about
later
this
from
Kenny
Kenny's.
kid all the time.
Yeah, from Kenny's feet.
I'd make them wear like those contractor things that goes around the boots. or
Oh,
something.
Verizon guys are wearing them
Yeah.
now.
Like
Actually,
a little
I
cloth
appreciate that.
I do
feet.
have
footies.
a friend out there. They know, it's a wonderful couple that they do this, and they have a bin of like I'm not kidding. They have a bin of slippers.
What a psycho.
Wow.
I love it. They're really nice. And, like,
yeah, but do they
different
wash them?
sizes. I don't know, but they're all there.
So you have to put your feet in
They're
other.
really nice slippers, though.
How many
So
people?
somebody else's
I don't have
feet
nice
was
slippers
in
in
them.
my house.
How often do they have company over their house?
Not a lot.
Are they
They have, like-
You're not gonna
sanitizing
have-
them?
Look, J-
That's
Jake,
even
if you're gonna-
grosser.
if you're gonna have a bin with old slippers in, you're not gonna have company often.
Nobody's
People
coming
are
over.
Not gonna like you a lot. Very few people are gonna tolerate you. But so they put the slippers on and they look good. So I'm good. I'm into it.
Because somebody else had
'Cause
them
they
on
look
their
nice.
nasty fucking feet.
No, they smell really nice. No, they
You
use
smelled
bacteria.
them?
Yeah, why would
Well,
you
I don't smell them, but I'm just saying they spray them or something. I'm sure. Don't forget, these are germ people. Jake is worried about bacteria.
I'm worried about bacteria.
These are
too.
all These are germ people who are going to do
Okay,
this.
so they're probably sanitizing them.
damn
Maybe
right.
some
Sanitize
Lysol.
Well, I
it
mean,
probably
yeah.
cleaner than anything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And if they don't have that many people are actually using the slippers, you probably have like one person using the slipper before you, so you're good.
Maybe
Just one person's.
if that,
foot.
and they probably have some
Yeah.
special spray.
Yeah.
And another thing with that, anything that has to do with germs, do not tell me the phrase "it's cleaner than a toilet seat." Fuck you! It's not cleaner than a toilet seat.
Not this one.
Toilet seats are dirty.
It's filthy.
You always hear that though, right?
Yeah, clean. You can eat off of it. Fuck off.
Your phone's cleaner than your phone's dirty in a toilet seat. Really? I don't have my phone's not up my ass. It's not.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
That's true. Well, I got pictures, but the foot thing, the shoe thing, though, it's the bin. I mean, I kind of laugh when I put them on. It's like going shopping.
Yeah.
Get different ones every time I go to their house. But anyway, I
Stop
just don't like taking
being friends with them.
I don't. They're friends, but I can put up with that. I have way worse things that people annoy. I annoy people way more, but than they annoy me. But that one bugs me.
Yeah, when people are like, take your
The
shoes
shoe
off.
thing. I don't get it. The other thing is like plastic on the sofas and shit.
What is the deal with that? Why even get
It's like
furniture?
It's like a sofa condom.
Jake's gonna be like, yeah.
No,
It's like someone gonna get
I'm
pregnant.
against
What's
that
going
one
on with
too.
this? What?
I'm against that one too, though. Yeah.
Thank you.
What's
At least
the
step
point
up
of-
with me
yeah.
on that.
It's supposed to be a comfortable, cozy thing.
That's a plastic thing.
Instead, you're sitting
Yeah.
on this like hospital bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I
like
think it's
sticking to it, and
I think it's because I feel
So would you rather be clean or comfortable? That's kind of what it comes down to.
it's probably even deeper than that with me. I think I feel lesser than, like
Yeah,
There-
like
I
get your
wasn't-
filthy ass.
I wasn't
don't-
valued enough
right.
for you to take the plastic off. Because I know you
Aw.
take it off for special people.
Yeah, like if the Pope comes through.
Somebody big comes in. What's that, Kara? I'm sorry. Yes. Yes. It's like the white room. There's white everywhere. It's a beautiful. No one's allowed near it, but special people are.
Like,
and I've never
who's
been
coming
invited in the
over?
white room because I'm not special.
Well, I think
that.
it's like the Pope and Beyonce get to go in the white room. That's it.
This is true.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, there was one of the lines I laughed in the was it Love and Locked Up?
Love After Lockup.
Love After Locked
We
Up.
TV, 8
I love
o'clock
one of the
Fridays.
lines. There was one girl. The guy's in prison, and he goes, we're bigger than Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh, they said they're a power
She's a
couple.
singer, I think. And he goes, yeah, man. He goes, we're bigger than Jay-Z and Beyonce. I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
I love
The-
when pieces of shit call
But he
themselves
believed
power
it. I
couples.
mean, they believe it.
Yeah. They're like king and queen T-shirts.
God,
and
I
they
wish
get
I had
out
that
of jail.
confidence. There's a little jealousy in me. I wish I had that confidence in me, that myself, that I can believe that. How do you get to the point you believe everything?
I think you have to sit in a jail cell for like 10 years.
Yeah, ponder it.
You
Really,
start believing
really
anything.
convince yourself so
Listen,
much that
Jim, thank you so much for letting me host the show. This was so
Sereny,
much
you're
fun.
wonderful.
Thank
We'll
you.
do it again.
I really enjoyed this. Guys, if you could do us a favor and give us a review and 5 stars on wherever you listen to your podcast, wherever you're streaming right now, just give us 5 stars. You can write whatever you want. Say
We're like a restaurant. We need
Yeah.
5 stars
Yeah,
to
we just
keep
need,
it open.
it really helps promote the show, boost it up, gets us up in the charts. And if you like the show, support us by giving us 5
and
stars.
if you have a house where you have to take your shoes off,
don't
take
stop
offense. Don't take
listening.
offense. Give me 5 stars, right?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, guys. Krenn, no restrictions.